Hello, everybody. You know me. Okay, no, you don't, but you know who I am. I'm Issa J. And as always, I am right next to
Francesca Bettinelli.
and Raw, WWE Raw. I'll get it right eventually one of these days. Who knows? Just aired, and we're gonna go review it. Was it worth it? All right, let's go right down to it. Show opens up with Kurt Angle coming out because, of course, it did, and he basically does a very, very quick little few words about him and Ronda versus Steph and Trips. It was good, right to the point, quick, boom, like me, moving on. He then addresses the fact that, again, for the third week in a row, Brock Lesnar isn't here. He doesn't show up. Roman Reigns, clearly upset about this, comes out and basically calls Brock Lesnar Vince McMahon's boy, saying he feels disrespected by not only Brock, but Vince himself. And yeah, it was a good promo by Roman. He goes to the back, gets to Mr. Vince McMahon, and after a commercial break, leaving Vince McMahon's office is a clearly even more upset Roman. He just walks off, and Vince comes out and says, yeah, Brock Lesnar is not my boy. He is a man, and yeah, he may have earned some of these weird privileges, but like I said, he's earned them. And he will be facing Roman Reigns at Wrestle Mania. He will be there next week, you have my word. And he will... Roman Reigns, that's right, is suspended. So, yes, it was worth it. It was a really good opening segment. It was straight to the point every single time, and it didn't feel like it was too much to get through. It didn't feel like
it was dragged out.
Exactly. It didn't feel dragged out. So I liked it. Yes, it was worth it.
Yeah, I definitely liked this one. It was, like Issa said, to the point. And Roman just does a great job with being mad and negative towards Vince and Brock Lesnar. That it is very believable, and it was good to watch. Yes, it was worth it.
Alrighty, so let's move on down to the next event, and I feel like Francesca and I are going to have a different point of view here, but we'll see. Sonya Deville comes out with Absolution. Of course, Paige and Mandy Rose at ringside for her. Unfortunately, they don't give them an entrance, which is sad because I love Absolution's music.
It's okay.
It's not okay. I love Absolution's music. So then Sasha Banks comes out with a Bayley behind her, surprisingly, but Bayley is obviously not into this at all. So they make their way down the ring, Sasha Banks versus Sonya Deville, and the match itself was pretty good. It lasted after a commercial break, which is always nice to see for the women's wrestling, and it was a fun match. Mandy Rose gets on the ring apron to try to distract Sasha Banks, but Bayley is not having any of it. Surprisingly, again, Bayley swoops the legs out from under Mandy Rose, but she gets hit in the head. And after a bank statement, Sonya Deville taps. Sasha Banks wins. After that, though, Bayley just walks to the back. She's like, I'm not even doing anything. I did what I was supposed to do. I helped you out. Now I'm gone. So, who knows what's going on here? Is it a Sasha Banks turn? Is it a Bayley turn? But it's crazy. The story is intriguing to me. Of course, after Bayley leaves, Sasha Banks gets beat up by Absolution. Absolution stands tall. I would have liked Sonya Deville to get the win here, but yes, this entire segment was worth it, from the match to the after the match shenanigans. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to see it a little differently. One, let's start pinning, please. I'm tired of the tap out. It's just happening every single week.
Yeah, all the submissions.
With multiple matches. So let's mix it up, shall we? Anyway, so I said it would be interesting to see if after Sasha won, because we all know Absolution's going to go in and beat up the winner. If that's when Bayley turned and walked away, and it
not before.
Yeah, not before. So, and then have someone else like come to Sasha's rescue, and then just have them
Nobody came to Sasha's rescue.
and just have them like make eye contact, like, I can't believe you're leaving her defenseless in there. But I think that would have been a cool way to turn Bayley heel, but it didn't happen. Okay, but yeah, the match, yeah, I'd say it was worth it.
And then the story.
Yeah, the story was definitely worth it.
Well,
We're inching towards a turn
from someone.
Yeah.
But let's look at the Raw versus faces. The heels versus faces on Raw. Bayley and Sasha are still technically the only faces and Asuka, because we had Mickey turn.
Mm-hmm.
We are turning Nia face, so there's that. But we had two heel turns versus one face. The balance is a bit skewed here. So I'm wondering what's going to happen after Wrestle Mania with the Superstar shakeup, or who's getting called up. We need a little bit more faces. Or when Alicia Fox gets back, she's a face, and I'll be happy. Anyways, now let's really move on. That was just a little tidbit that I thought of.
Moving on.
Kid Rock is in the Hall of Fame as a celebrity inductee this year. They had a promo package. No, it wasn't worth it for me. The package itself, yes, it was worth it. If you are a fan of Kid Rock, yes, it was worth it. I am not a fan of Kid Rock. I do not care for his music. So I was tuned out for the whole thing. But the things that I did hear is, yes, Kid Rock really does love the WWE. He is a fan, which is cool. And yes, for those of his fans and those who are very interested in the WWE Hall of Fame, yes, it was worth it. Just not for me personally. Francesca?
Yeah, it was really, for me, it was really neither here nor there. I guess because it is such an important thing, it was worth it for the package that they put together. But yeah, congratulations.
All right, and then we had Miz TV come onto our screens. He had Seth Rollins and Finn Balor as the guests, his two guests, and he was trying to weasel his way in between the two of them, trying to get them to turn on each other. And at first, it was like the two faces were not having any of it. It was like, really, Miz, you really think this is gonna work? But then Seth opened his big mouth, Finn opened his big mouth, and they were at odds. And yes, they did turn on Miz, but the damage was already done. Miz got what he wanted. They turned on each other. Mm-hmm. And yeah, this was a funny segment. It was great, and it was worth it.
Yeah, I really liked this segment. This was probably the best one out of all the ones on this week's Raw. Yeah, it was really funny and told a great story. Yeah, it was worth it. Definitely worth it.
Okay, so for this one, I'm going to do a little something different. After the initial thing that happened, I will talk about the backstage segment immediately after, instead of when the backstage segment actually happened, which was a little bit later on. Let's get right into it. The Bar comes out for their match against the Miztourage, but before the bell can start, the Miztourage jumps them. They start beating them up. The bell still hasn't rung. Finally, the Bar gets the upper hand, but then the Revival comes out and starts beating up the Bar. And then the Good Brothers, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, comes out and starts beating them up. And then out of nowhere, you have Rhino, Heath Slater, and Titus Worldwide come out, and it's just a huge beatdown on the Bar. Virtually making any plans of a match impossible. Actually, not virtually. Exactly impossible. In the backstage, the two are like, yeah, we want to be traded to SmackDown. We are done with these people. We've already beaten all of these people. They have no competition for us here. We're going to go to SmackDown. We're going to face the New Day again and completely eradicate them. We're going to go against the Bludgeon Brothers and destroy them. We're going to go and raid the Uso Penitentiary. Great line. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to have a tag team battle royal. The winners are going to face you at WrestleMania. And it's like, okay. And the tension they have in here was great. If not for that backstage segment, it would not have been worth it.
Yeah.
Because
definitely.
it was just a nothing event. But because it told a story up into the main event, it was worth it. And I actually really enjoyed it because of that last backstage segment. And it saved it. And it was pretty great. Because you see all these tag teams that have either already lost to the Bar or are going to lose to the Bar, just upset with them for what they're doing on the socials. So yeah, I had a blast because of that last bit.
Yeah, if they would have just left it at the Bar getting beat up and being outnumbered and the match wouldn't have gone, it was totally not worth it. And I was really upset with it because I was kind of looking forward to the Bar beating the Mistourage. But, yeah, it wouldn't have been worth it. But because of the storyline, like Issa said, it was worth it.
It saved it.
Yeah.
All right, then we had...
Just barely, but yeah.
And then we had John Cena come out, and he said he will not be wrestling at WrestleMania. And fans actually got upset because apparently these weirdos want to see Undertaker wrestle John Cena, which, no, I still don't want it. Ugh, it's going to happen, isn't it? I'm fighting it still. No, it's not going to happen.
Issa, never give up.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, so I don't want to see this at all. I do not want Undertaker back. I want him to be just a surprise entrant in the Hall of Fame, and he's done. He's retired. No WrestleMania. And it'd be really funny. I think it'd be really funny to see John Cena sitting in the front row as a fan. That would be funny as heck, and he doesn't even get involved. That would be great. But of course he had the greatest bloody promo. And then he ruins it by calling out The Undertaker and basically turning heel on The Undertaker, which ticked me off. It made me so bloody mad. Like, he's drinking other people's beers. He's hanging out with all the fans. That was great. That was humorous. But then he just ruins it by just calling The Undertaker this egomaniac. Screw you, John. No, it wasn't worth it for me. The first half was great and funny and entertaining, and then he ruined it.
Yeah, the first part of the promo definitely was worth it. It was funny. He is really good on the mic. I have to give him that. But the fact that he doesn't know what the word "only" means, his only road to WrestleMania. It's time to give it up, John. Time to give up.
Was it worth it?
The first part. I'm just tired of it.
Yes until no?
Yeah, I'm just tired of him.
Alright, then we had Elias come out after a gratuitous what happened last week, the Symphony of Destruction match, and he's like on his guitar, and he's like, I have one question for everybody here, but he doesn't ask the question, he just blames the fans. This is your fault, and he just walks off. He just leaves. There was a lot of nothing.
Yeah.
It made sense, but it was just filler.
Underwhelming,
Yeah, it was upsetting. And then Braun Strowman is backstage, and his little words pop up for him, and he's like, I'm going to make my own way to WrestleMania. This will play into the finale. But, yeah, no, these two things back-to-back wasn't worth it because it was just short time filler that could have been used for something better.
Yeah.
Like, that bit could have been given to Sasha and Sonya in order to have a really good match. Not just a good match, but a really good match, or possibly a great match. But we didn't get that.
Yeah, it was boring, unneeded. Like I said, underwhelming, just filler. No, it wasn't worth it.
Okay, Francesca, you ready for something that was worth it?
Yeah.
Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor was
Yes.
next, and this was a good match. Of course, it was booked after Seth decked Finn Balor on Miz TV. So the general manager, Kurt Angle, made the match. Good thing that he didn't make the match immediately after Finn got decked. However, we'll get to that in a bit. But this match was great. A lot of back and forth, a lot of teases of finishing moves that were countered. Not as good as the New Day versus the Usos Sunday, but it was good. It was good. Seth goes to hit a superplex and then roll through in order to hit the Falcon Arrow. But before he can hit the Falcon Arrow, Finn Balor shifts his weight and gets a roll-up victory pin. Finn Balor wins. I thought it was worth it because it showed a lot of good wrestling between the two of them, and they're really good competitors against each other. And the surprise win for Finn was just, like I said, a surprise, and it made for interesting storytelling for the next 3 weeks. Very interested to see what will happen at WrestleMania with these 3 men.
Yeah, this was a great match. Definitely the best one of the night. They're both so like strong in the ring and just athletic, and it is a really fun time to watch them compete because they are, I guess, equal. A little more equal to each other with their wrestling, and it's really fun to watch. Yes, it was worth it.
All right, then we got the announcement of the Fabulous Moolah Battle Royale at WrestleMania. Basically, the female equivalent to the Andre the Giant Battle Royale. And if you're not a champion, I guess you're going there.
Yeah.
Or if you're not facing a champion, you're going there. So this, I guess, sure, those who know the history of Fabulous Moolah absolutely hate this announcement. But, sure, why not? They did a good package with it. And, sure, check it out. Whatevs. Francesca.
Yeah, this was a bit before my time and before I started...
A bit?
Yeah. Before I,
Before you were born.
But because a lot of the inductees or a lot of the package that they're talking about was before I started watching WWE. So, but yeah, the package was really nice, how they put it together. But, and I guess I'm excited to see the first
Battle Royale.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Alright, so then Asuka comes out to do her, to give her explanation to why she chose Charlotte, my bad. And then, Alexa comes out with Mickie James, a interrupter, and they basically, good heelish work, good back and forth. Asuka basically says, I already beat you, I want to go against the best. And Alexa just laughs at her, it's like, I'm the best. Then she's like, yeah, Nia Jax, come out and just obliterate this fool. Nia Jax does not come out to obliterate this fool. So Mickie and Alexa jump Asuka. Alexa and Mickie jumps Asuka, and yeah, the match instantly happens after the commercial break, which is like, really, Kurt? She just got jumped. Give her a little bit to breathe. Like, really? That is like one of the most annoying thing that I've noticed. Starting the matches, the words on the screen, and someone getting decked, and the match is happening, and the person who got decked is at a clear disadvantage. I digress. It was worth it because Alexa's a good heel, and for the language barrier for Asuka, it was still good. It was still worthy.
Yeah, I think for me personally, this match was really only worth it for the backstage segment that happens later on, just because it was supposed to be an interview, and that's also really annoying with all the interruptions, but yeah, I guess.
And in the match itself, it showed good back and forth. Like, Mickie had the upper hand, but then Asuka got the upper hand, and she was having the upper hand until she kicks the post, and her shin hurts. And then the heel work on Mickey was bloody fantastic, always targeting that shin, that leg. But Asuka lock tap, Asuka wins. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I liked the heel work from Mickey. I liked the comeback from Asuka. And then, backstage segment, basically Alexa being like, I can't believe you didn't come up. It's like, oh yeah, I was told not to. Kurt Angle said I have a match, so I can't go out. Nah. That bit right there, no. It was just, nah. And then Nia Jax comes out. She takes on Joan King in about 10 seconds, pins Joan King. Joan King is just some local jobber. No, it wasn't worth it.
No. She could have... Yeah, they need to start putting...
Good scared acting from Joan, though.
Yeah. But it was just pointless. Well, I guess for the storyline it wasn't, but I don't know.
Yeah, it was still pointless. It was a pointless match.
Okay, it was pointless.
And then after the match, the Titantron comes up, and Alexa is supposed to have an interview
with Charlie.
But Charlie's late, so you see Mickie James and Alexa just totally bashing on Nia. Nia gets super mad and starts crying and sad and chases her down. It was very, very bullying, behind the back bullying, a lot of just mean-spirited comments. If it wasn't for the fact that we know Nia and Alexa are super close friends, it would just feel awkward to watch that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I didn't care for it because I don't think it was worth it because it lasted a bit too long. Like, they just kept going on and on. Like, a little bit, boom, cool. But it just happened on and on. And then Charlie comes out like, hey, the boom mic's on. Everyone heard you. Let's run away. It was just a bit gratuitous to me.
Yeah, it could have been... It did last a little bit long, but I definitely think it was worth it because it shows the turn, and it shows it's great for the storyline is what I'm trying to say.
And then we had so was it worth it?
Yes, I just said.
Oh, my bad. Then we had the Ultimate Deletion. I'm super excited for this one. We have the Ultimate Deletion package where Matt Hardy is showing all of his broken or woken family, Queen Rebecca, his 2 little kids, and his oldest son has like really cool hair. He's such a cool looking dude. The butler dude with the delete on the shovel, Vanguard 1. I don't know who that is.
Okay. I assumed it was his dad.
I don't think so. But then Vanguard 1, his drone, the boat, and then the lake.
It's really nice looking house.
Oh, he has a very nice compound. The Hardy compound, Ultimate Deletion. It will be next week, and I'm super excited for it.
Gonna be great.
And this package made it look like crazy. The referee that talked to Kurt immediately after was like, Kurt was like, I want you there at the Ultimate Deletion. And like, Terrell was like, did I do something wrong? It was just great. And then Bray Wyatt does his little promo, and it was nah. I didn't care for it. Because he keeps talking nonsense, and it's just like, it'd be better if you weren't talking nonsense. If Bray pulls out a victory, I'll be ticked off. Because Matt Hardy needs to win, because that would be so bloody fantastic. But yes, the entire storyline, especially because we got so much craziness, yes, it's worth it.
Yeah.
You can just fast forward through Bray.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see see next week. That should be fun.
Yes. All right, so the final event, the main event, finally. Here we go, the Battle Royale Tag Team style. We have The Revival, The Miz Taraj, Titus Worldwide. Then we have the Balor Club, Good Brothers, and then we have Rhino and Heath Slater. Bar comes out, and also the crowd was super hot for Rhino. They were really cheering Rhino on, which was crazy. Bar comes out, they go to the announce desk, and right before the match can start, we get Francesca's favorite pick she's ever made.
Well, if he won, it would have.
Who is it?
If he won, it would have been my favorite.
Who is it?
Braun.
Braun Strowman, and he's apparently a tag team.
Tag teaming himself.
And it happened. It Poor Apollo Crews. He gets eliminated like that immediately after the bell.
It was basically Sheamus at Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble. Oh man. But yeah, it was a fun main event, fun match. Nobody got eliminated during the commercial break, which is nice. And it was a fun main event. I had a blast. And of course, Francesca's man Braun gets the victory.
I mean, I picked him for that one thing. And I do his intro.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
That's not really my man, is what you said. Is that what you said?
Yes, I said he is your man.
Yeah, that's not...
Well,
my man Sheamus. Let's face it.
Well,
before the...
Now it's Braun because you do his intro and you picked him and he finally wins an elimination style event. So, yeah. What did you think about the match?
I mean, I didn't really like it because it's just ridiculous. It was a ridiculous thing. So let's say it wasn't scripted. There would be no way that a tag team match they would let Braun Strowman compete.
By himself.
It doesn't make any sense to me. But of course he won. And let's say...
It was funny and it was fun.
Here's my prediction. And if it doesn't go how I say, I'm going to be very upset. So for him to win the tag team titles, he's going to need a partner, right? So we get to WrestleMania, no idea who he's wrestling with, and then we hear, well, it's the Big Show, and then I will be happy. Then I will be happy.
Is there anyone else you can think of?
The Great Khali.
No, not someone who can't even walk anymore.
Oh.
Anyone like on the roster now?
On the roster? No. I really miss the Big Show.
Well, I think...
Finley. That'd be great.
That'd be cool.
But anyway.
I know who I think he should, like, if the Big Show is not available, or if Matt Hardy's still in jail. Not Matt Hardy. Jeff Hardy's still in jail. I think Braun should pick someone who needs to return very soon. Someone also as big as Braun Strowman. Big Cass. He hasn't been on TV for a while.
Yeah.
He might. I don't know if he's. I don't know if he's recovered yet. If he.
It was like
he was injured.
ACL?
Yeah, he was injured.
That takes a while.
But let's say he did recover faster than we think, and he comes out and he's Big Cass
would be
and
interesting.
Braun Strowman. That'd be a weird combo. But Sheamus and Cesaro was a weird combo at first, and look at how great they did.
They're not over. Well, I guess they are over. Never mind.
The bar's over. Braun is super
the joke
over.
Didn't work there.
No, not at all.
Just forget I said it.
So yeah, that was WWE Raw this week. Overall, yes. Yeah, they had a few hiccups here and there. All WWE TV does, unfortunately.
But that's what you get when you have 3 hours and you need filler time.
I mean, hey, apparently SmackDown didn't do too hot the last couple of weeks for the filler stuff that they did. I don't have to worry about SmackDown. Yeah, so that was WWE Raw. Overall, like I said, yes, it was worth it. A little hiccups here and there, but for what it was, the stories that it told, I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, there were definitely some hiccups. Definitely things that would have booked differently. But I don't work for them, so that's okay. But yeah, I think overall it was worth it this week.
Yeah, finally. 2 weeks of dreadfulness. Finally, a great week of Raw. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. But to bring up what you said about booking, we're going to actually have an opportunity for you to do some fancy booking every once in a while. That's right, everybody. After Wrestle Mania, we are going to have a live podcast style show. We don't know what it's called yet, but we're going to come up with it very, very soon. It's going to be 1 hour from 1 to 2 every Sunday, and it's basically us talking about things. And one of the segments is going to be fantasy booking. So you get to have that booking that you wanted to see. Like, you want to book Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker, where Undertaker blows his brains out.
Yeah.
You get to do that. You want to have the Big Show and Braun Strowman just have both tag team championships. You get to do that. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Are you excited for it?
I'm excited for it.
Heck yeah, I'm super excited for it. It's going to be so much fun. And yeah, definitely come watch with us. You're going to have a great time. One of the segments is going to be having you guys talk to us and we answer your questions. Anything from what we do to wrestling, just ask away when we get there. All right, guys, thank you so much again for watching. You can follow me on Twitter at IsaJ_STP.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Francesca_SWA.
Give us those sexy likes. Don't forget to share to all of your friends. And like Liam said, and enemies. Subscribe to the channel if you like what we do. So that way you can be a part of the Smarky family and hit that notification bell to notify you when we go live. After Wrestle Mania, every Sunday, we will be going live. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So you want to be notified, right? They want to be notified.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Alright, guys. Thanks again so much for watching. And until next time,
it will be awesome.
It will be awesome.